name is Mohamed Elshorbagy. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Egypt.
He's done it! Elshorbagy! He's done it! He's won! Oh, that's beautifully played. Made that look so easy.
There was the World Championship in Egypt, 2006, and I was a 15 years old kid, and my mother was pushing me to go and speak to the players who lost during the tournament, to go and have a practice with them or something. No one knew me at the time, and so one of those players was Jonah Barrington, and then I went up to him and asked him if he wanted to have a hit or something. But I started to introduce myself first, and he seemed interested in another way. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know anything about midfield, didn't know that Jonah coaches in a school or anything like this. And then the day after, I found a phone call from Wael Hindi, as he was actually training there at the time, and telling me, well, we have a school called Midfield School, and we can offer you a really good scholarship there, and if you're serious about this, you can actually be there very soon, because it's August, or it was in September, something like this, and the school was starting soon, and you need to be there very quickly. And then he told me, are you serious about this? And I was like, yes, I'm serious about this. And I just found myself answering like this, and in 1 week I found myself in England. All my life was changed after that, because of that quick decision. It was very, very hard, because I was always close to my mother and my father. My mother especially was always behind me. She didn't understand it, that she was gonna actually leave me by myself like that, you know. I was as well in a French school, I could not speak a word of English. So everything together was just difficult, you know. In Egypt, our family is very important in Egypt, we're all close to each other. So, and then my mom and my dad took that crazy decision of leaving me to England for like in a boarding school. Jonah made it so easy for us as well, because he was not just a coach for me, he was like my father as well up to today, you know. And he treated me like my father, and he would take me to his place always and stay with him and stuff like that. So the decision was Jonah made that decision very, very much easier, for sure. Still talk to him almost every day. I wouldn't ever go to play a squash match without talking to him on the phone before the match. He knows how mentally my mind works, and he knows how to get me ready exactly before every match, and we always talk about the plan before the matches. I've been very, very lucky to have someone like him, you know, and been with him for 8 years now, and looking forward to always talk to him for the rest of my career, you know. But it's been he has taught me a lot of things, not just in squash but mentally as well. He taught me how to be a proper professional, for sure. I would say we are so lucky, both of us, to have each other. Instead of having one mind before every match, thinking about the plan against my opponent, we have two minds together, working together. And if you play me, it's like you're playing me and my brother at the same time. And if you play my brother, it's like you're playing me and my brother at the same time. So that's the way I see it, you know. I think it makes it more difficult to the other players. I will never call it a rivalry because we're brothers. Although we played twice, and we're about to play again, you know. And that's just life, you know. And I know he's gonna one day get to beat me one day, and I will have to accept that, you know. But for now, you know, we train together. We have been training together every day, all our life, twice a day, you know. So we have that very close friendship as well, which is really good. And it's not just a brotherly relationship. It's very, very close. We're really, really close friends as well. We do our routines together. We do our we play practice matches together. We live together, I don't know. We study as well together. We did exactly the same course. Sometimes we had the same exams. He would use my notes. But anyway, but we absolutely do everything together. I've learned a lot from that generation in Egypt, you know, because especially when I had my World Juniors in Switzerland, especially the Switzerland one, my first World Juniors, I went to Cairo for the first time for a month, trained with Darwish, Shabana, and even played with Ram a few times. I have learned so much from them, for sure. I would always speak to Shabana and try and learn from his experience, you know. I always call it, he has that unfinished experience, you know. You always talk to him, you always learn something new every time you talk to him, you know. But I did learn a lot from this generation. I'm still learning from them, I have to say, and And yeah, and I think I was lucky that when I started coming up in the ranking, this generation was there. Like this generation was there, like there was once, they were like 1, 2, 3 in the ranking, you know. And I was lucky enough that I witnessed that, and I was coming up in the ranking when that was happening, you know. So of course this generation has helped me a lot to be the player I am today.